Welcome back to Advances in Perspective. Today, we're continuing our journey into the world of overlooked wars, and we've got four more conflicts that you may not have heard of. These wars may not have made headlines at the time, but they've had a huge impact on shaping our world as we know it today. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn about some of the most interesting and lesser-known wars in history. The Chaco War, 1932–1935. The Chaco War was a conflict between Bolivia and Paraguay over the disputed region of Gran Chaco. The region was rich in oil and other resources, and both countries claimed it as their own. The war was sparked by a series of border disputes and escalated into a full-scale conflict. The war was a disaster for Bolivia, as they were unable to defeat the Paraguayans and were forced to cede large parts of the Chaco region to Paraguay. The war had a significant impact on Bolivia, as it led to the weakening of the Bolivian government and the loss of valuable resources. It also marked the beginning of a long-standing border dispute between the two countries. The Irish War of Independence, 1919–1921. The Irish War of Independence was a conflict between the Irish Republic and the United Kingdom that was sparked by Ireland's desire for independence from British rule. The war was a guerrilla campaign fought by the Irish Republican Army (IRA) against the British forces. The war was a major victory for the Irish, as they were able to force the British to negotiate a treaty and grant Ireland independence. However, the treaty also led to the partition of Ireland, with Northern Ireland remaining under British control. The war had a significant impact on Ireland, as it led to the creation of the Irish Free State and the beginning of a long-standing conflict in Northern Ireland. The First Indochina War, 1946–1954. The First Indochina War was a conflict between France and Vietnam that was sparked by Vietnam's desire for independence from French colonial rule. The war was a long and bloody conflict, with both sides engaging in guerrilla warfare and large-scale battles. The war was a major victory for Vietnam, as they were able to defeat the French and gain independence. However, the war also led to the division of Vietnam into North and South, with the North coming under communist control and the South remaining under French influence. The war had a significant impact on Vietnam, as it led to the formation of two separate countries and the beginning of the Vietnam War. The Korean War, 1950–1953. The Korean War was a conflict between North and South Korea that was sparked by the desire of North Korea to unite the Korean peninsula under communist rule. The war was a brutal conflict, with both sides engaging in large-scale battles and indiscriminate bombing of civilian areas. The war was a stalemate, with a ceasefire being signed and the Korean peninsula remaining divided. However, the war had a significant impact on Korea, as it led to the creation of two separate countries with vastly different ideologies and the beginning of a long-standing conflict between the two. And there you have it, four more wars that most people don't know about, but that have had a huge impact on the world as we know it today. From the Chaco War to the Korean War, these conflicts have shaped our history in ways that are often overlooked. We hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more exciting perspectives on history.